degree tit.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, again, it's startling to my mum. And so I have tried to do my research and try to navigate these, vigorous wooders. And I want to approach him because I want Gam Gam to feel okay. My Gam Gam can't look at a man with side tit. My Gam Gam can't look at a man with dingleberries and Vilanch butt. She doesn't deserve to smell that. Uncle Sam, maybe.
A nice, fruitful, loving life. She's a kind woman. And
she just wants a little Adam Lambert. You're right. And to be subjected to that is upsetting.
I'll tell you what. Something has to be done.
It does?
I'm not sure how we go about this, and maybe we could reach out to the people, and they could tell you how to really approach the situation, because I don't want to be caught in the crosshairs of you, over there. I'm going to get a call one day and be like, right. I approached him about the VBB, and I said, I can't hear you. And you're screaming, and I say, I can't hear you. It's because he's sitting on your face.
Right. Right. And then right there, I get it all, just right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Here's the unemployment choo-choo. All right, Jeff, kind of keeping with, and again, we'll maybe delve into this later in the week as well. Maybe when we talk about Janice, our lesbian friend that Uncle Sam thinks is a woman, we'll keep abreast, and I mean that figuratively and literally, about what's going on with my neighbor and how his, nudity is upsetting my Gam Gam.
Look, Fat Boy Bud is a thing. It's a real deal. And it's something that needs to be curtailed. And you feel bad for the kids. That's who you feel bad for.
Well, and it makes me think, think to Christmas dinner. What is on Christmas dinner at that house? And number two, does he share Christmas dinner, or does everyone get one plate and he gets the rest?
He's head of the table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Of course.
Does he do the cooking? I don't know.
No way.
Is he more of a sides guy?
Well, see, I'm glad you brought that up, Jeff, because I was thinking, I have a list here, Jeff, of some of the best and worst Christmas foods, and I want to see if you think some of these foods were on his table.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, now,
sure.
Now, again, I want you to think, and I want you to just imagine while you're listening, a Vilanch. And okay. Is what I'm going to read on the table of a Vilanch for Christmas?
All right. Well, you got to understand, dairy is a big thing for these fellas. So,
well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because there's a lot of dairy. Well, let me rephrase that. There's a lot of things that contain dairy, such as mashed taters. Let's start off with mashed taters. I mean that's a no fucking brainer to me.
You think so? Do you believe that? See, now they're not. It's not just a standard mashed tater for a Vilanch.
Well,
everything involved. It's a loaded.
Well, see, okay. Is it a mashed tater, or is it a roasted, baked, loaded tater?
Yeah, it's a whole mix of things. See, here's what you got to understand with the taters when you're a bigot. You can mix everything into them and shovel it in faster. So they are a binder to the rest of the food on the plate. I
understand that, but if we're being honest, I feel like with taters, a baked tater is a little healthier of a tater. So, yeah, you could put chives in it. He looks like a guy who loves chives. But you know what? Mashed taters, they're easy, they're breezy, they're squeezy, and you just eat them.
Well, you know what it is? He likes to play with his food. So having the mashed taters there really helps with that when it comes to playing with the food. Because, he's the guy that will take the pile of the mashed taters, put a little, indentation in the middle, throw in a little ham, throw in a little, turkey, whatever it is, swish it all around like a milkshake, and then down the gullet.
Oh, so you think he kind of, does a little...
You're asking me what a Vilanch would do.
Okay, you're right.
This is not everybody.
No.
If I'm sitting across from Vilanch, this is what I'm seeing.
Okay, you're right. No, you're right. I'm sorry for questioning. You're right. All right, moving on.
Just a bib on.
Was there turkey and stuffing at this table?
Here's the deal with, I don't see the turkey or the stuffing.
I don't either. I see ham.
Yeah, I see a hawk. Definite hawk. And, he's the guy that will take his time finding the hawk.
Yep.
He wants the hawk going early in the morning, so that
he gets up at 4 when he's up taking his midnight poops, and he goes and puts it in.
Right, so he gets the hawk in, he gets the VBB, nice and clean when nobody's around, everybody's sleeping, he can take the time, but the hawk gets going, yeah, for sure.
Are there, okay, all right, I agree with that, no turkey, no stuffing, definitely a ham. Are there bread and rolls? I feel like there's a no-brainer here. This is, of course.
God.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's yeast galore.
Yeast all over, right?
Yeast galore, you name it, in different kinds of versions, yes. Yeah, from the dinner roll to the sweet Hawaiians.
Oh, the King's Hawaiian. They are yummy, yummy. Now, do they have a little prime rib, little roast beef?
You know what? Prime rib can be pricey.
It is
around the time of year, but there is some kind of meat form. Possibly, he does have a bunch of kids. Maybe a London broil, possibly.
So broil, okay. Does he have is he the kind of is he going to have a piece of each and every one of these items?
He is. Now, let me tell you how it works. Okay, with somebody that has the VBB, when dinner's ready.
Okay.
He can't be the first to hit the buffet line, right? So he's already somebody that we have decided is very self-conscious about his...
Even if it's his own home, he doesn't hit it first?
No, he can't, because family's over. Okay. Family's over.
Okay.
And they know that they go to his house because they know they're getting a feast.
They're getting food, right.
But when dinner's ready, he can't be the first to go. The fat guy's never the first to go in the buffet line, ever. Because then, think of the jokes that'll come. Oh, look who's up first, or make sure you leave some for the rest of us.
Right,
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants those jokes.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Okay. You're right.
The women and children first.
Women, okay.
Don't worry, he'll come clean up the rest.
Now, let me ask you, before we get into the sides, is there a Cornish hen on the table?
Oh, no such thing. There's not enough meat on those.
Oh, it's too lean of a meat?
Way too lean of a meat.
What about a lasagna?
Stuffed shells.
Stuffed shells, no lasagna.
Right.
And no Cornish hen.
No Cornish hen whatsoever.
I love a good Cornish hen.
That's a spit in the wind to him. It's like a meatball.
That's right. That's true. Okay, all right. Well, let's delve into some sides. All right?
Okay.
Are there plantains?
If you're sitting across from Bruce Vilanch, he's not eating a plantain.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's eating a lot of stuff, a lot of bread rolls. He balances out, gets a little plantain.
Listen to me. If he gets plantains, they're for other things. He keeps them whole.
Oh, he keeps them whole. A bigger banana.
Well, and you know what? They're a little tougher than a banana. So if you use them for certain things, they don't break apart easy.
They're durable. Right? They're not squishy. Yeah. Okay. All right. So no plantain. What about a good turnip?
A turnip?
Yeah. What about a good turnip?
Do you see Bruce Vilanch?
Again, you're talking about Bruce Vilanch. We're talking about my neighbor with Vilanch, but...
I compare the two together. All right, do I see him getting a turnip? No. Unless he makes a funny joke out of it, like, hey, look what I got. Is everybody ready to turnip?
Right.
That'd be the only thing.
Right, so like maybe he has them made. He doesn't plan on eating them, but then as Christmas starts, winding down and he feels everyone getting tired, he goes, hey, honey... hit that radio. Let's turnip. And then he pulls it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But look, here's what you're trying to do here. All right. You're trying to help him out. This is a guy who orders off the menu, and there's no veggies. He tells him no rabbit food whatsoever.
Well, I got to tell you, I disagree with you there. See, I'm going to tell you, we got some veggies that we're going to go through here, and I think he's got to at least have one. Okay, fine. You say no on the turnip. What about a tofu?
Oh, my God. Tofu.
Yeah, you can flavor tofu whatever way you want. You could dip tofu in, let's say, butter.
That's tofu. There's no way he would even look at tofu. That's like a suppository to him. Forget it.
Okay, all right.
No stoppage, no holding me up. Tofu is just taking up space.
Well, okay, well then what?
He doesn't have time for that.
What about some collard greens or cabbage?
Well, here's the thing with collard greens as well.
Okay.
Collard greens, you can put meat into collard greens. People do that. They'll put ham into it. They'll put bacon into it. Yeah, for sure.
So do you think there could have been collard greens, but if they were there, you think they have meat?
They have meat, and they're made with Crisco.
Okay, all right, just a couple more here. What do you think about, is there a goose on this table? A Christmas goose?
If he captured it himself, yeah, that'd be about it.
So you don't think he seeks out the Christmas Wawa, a.k.a. Christmas goose?
I don't think he seeks it out. Goose, it's too gamey for him.
Okay.
So
he's not in on the Cornish hen. He's not in on the goose. The goose is a gamey.
The goose is gamey, but I do think that sometimes when he's sitting outside and if he's hungry and he sees a Canadian goose fly over, he will go, he's the guy that goes, I wonder what that would taste like.
And then he throws a rock at it, breaks its neck, and then takes a bite.
That's a little violent. I mean, the kids around.
Okay, all right. How about this? What about a little bit of quacker? What about a duck? A little quacker.
Duck?
Duck von V.
I think that he's somebody that will eat duck. Duck fat is very good to cook stuff in.
I heard.
If he's out at an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet, and there's, he's the guy that brings his own Tupperware,
right,
home to bring stuff home inside a sack. I could see him trying a little bit of duck, but
So first off, you see him as satchel guy. Second off, you see him trying duck fat.
When he walks into the Chinese buffet, they go, "Oh Christ!" So they've already picked him out, and they go, "All right, we're going to stop him." And that's when the Chinese people sit there and with the little clicker in their hand, and they count how many times you have gone up.
Well, especially at Christmas time. A lot if you go to these Chinese places, at Christmas time, they'll sing you songs. Have you ever seen a Christmas story where they're like, fa ra 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 ra, and then they see him coming and they go, rah, and then they stop.
Correct. Yes. Right. And, we've had friends. We actually knew a guy that was one of our competition, and didn't they ask him to leave the Chinese buffet because he wouldn't stop?
Yes. He will not be who will remain nameless, but is absolutely now winning thanks to us leaving. Yes, him. Yes.
Yeah. Talk about VBB, but continue.
I'll tell you what. Couple more here. We're talking about what entrees, sides, and snacks could be on my neighbor's Christmas dinner table. We've said no to tofu and plantains, no turnips, no cabbage, little collard greens with some meat, maybe some duck fat. How are you feeling about some slaw?
Mayo. He's in.
You think he's in? He's in. Mayo. I agree. Mayo. I agree. And I think what he does is he doubles up on the mayo. So it's basically he's eating a spoonful of mayo with a little bit of lettuce.
Right. So he doesn't like his, some people just make it slight mayo. Not him. He's going in. He wants it creamy. Everything creamy. Yes. When you look at his lips while he's eating and they're just glistening, that's him.
Oh, so you think his lips glisten?
Absolutely.
All right. So
absolutely.
Okay. All right. So let's say we got two more here. Now I want your honest opinion these last two. All right. Now I want you to think objectively here before you just automatically say yes or no. Okay. Let's go with the final side. Black-eyed peas. Your thoughts?
The problem. See. Black-eyed peas would only be to, I guess, maybe help keep him a little bit regular. But other day, when he's going down the buffet line,
okay,
that's one that he looks at, he thinks about. Maybe second or third time around, he'll give them a go because they're there and he's curious. But on the interim, coming in, no way.
So you don't think that's first, seconds, or this might be just...
That's trip number 3.
Okay. And finally, on his table, could you see empanadas.
Yes. I can see him in his pockets.
Think he's just got fucking... There you go. Up, just sat on my empanada.
Yeah, what is that, empanada? Empanada in one, pierogi in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unemployment. Choo-choo.